Hello, my name is Grappler Andrew Super Mr. Amazing Pants, and I am going to be doing how-to guide for Elemental Shaman Cata Classic. So I've been an Elemental Shaman for a couple years now, and I absolutely love it. It is a great class to play, and especially so when you're using Consoleport. So Consoleport, big ups. I've done really well. Parse really high on certain fights. Um, anyways, let us go over some macros. We're going to start off with some macros here. Ooh, macro. Okay, so one thing to notice about console port is if you get it set up this way, if you left and right trigger, you can have different bars come up. So my main bar is the one right here. It contains a tab target, which is always my right button. Right button is always my target nearest target button. So the first macro that we're going to be going into is Heroism. So my Heroism macro, I cast it when there is less than a second off. So when it gets to 1 on the countdown timer, I wait like maybe a quarter to a half second and then I pop it. Because it's also my pre-pot. So, yeah, it just does Heroism, Volcanic Potion, Elemental Mastery, and it uses my gloves. If you had another use trinket, I don't have use trinkets myself, but if you have use trinkets, it would go above your gloves. And if you have tailoring for your shoulders, it would go below or above your gloves, but the use trinket would be above both these. So you need to make sure that you're always using your biggest cooldowns first. Um, yeah, so there's Heroism. You want to pop that sub 1 on the timer. And then you want to pop your Fire Elemental Totem. This is assuming that the fight starts with Heroism. If it doesn't start with Heroism, you would start with this Fire Elemental Totem macro instead. So the Fire Elemental Totem macro is just, it does Elemental Mastery, it does Volcanic Potion, so it pops your pot, and if you had a trinket, it would just go up there. And then it casts your Fire Elemental Totem. So he starts going and he starts wrecking stuff as soon as he comes out. The next macro that we move into is Flame Shock. So this is my Flame Shock macro. I have Start Attack with it. So just in case my current target dies, it automatically goes to the next one. And then it's Elemental Mastery, Volcanic Potion, use 10. If you have a trinket or any other use, it would go above this. Then Flame Shock. And then that moves into Lava Burst. I have 2 macros for Lava Burst. The first one does not have Spirit Walker's Grace, which is the one that's right here. So the one that doesn't use Spirit Walker's Grace is right here. And then the one that does is right here. And I just press right trigger, and this one has the Spirit Walker's Grace. The only other one that has Spirit Walker's Grace is Chain Lightning. So, in rotation, you'd want to Heroism, Fire Elemental Totem, Flame Shock, Lava Burst, and then Flame Shock might cause a Lava Burst to proc. So, as soon as you've done your Lava Burst, it could proc again, and you just keep spamming this. Order of importance is always Lava Burst because it always crits. So you Some people like to wait on Fire Elemental Totem until after the first Flame Shock. You can do that, but I've found success. You get lucky if it procs off the first one and you can pop off 2 fireballs. And then you're just speed demoning damage right there. So you get those off, and then you go back into your lightning bolt. The lightning bolt that I use doesn't have any popper macros. It just has lightning bolt because certain targets you don't want to use it on. This is just a filler target, so it's to fill stacks to get to an earth shock. Earth shock does a bit more damage than a lightning bolt, but you can spam lightning bolt quite effectively, especially with an amount of haste. I think haste increases the lightning bolt speed faster than it does the earth shock cooldown. So I mean, there's a balance between that. But the order of importance is always getting off your lava bursts. So even if you have an earth shock that is procced, you will always want to use lava burst first, and then pop earth shock right after the lava burst, and then you can go back into lightning bolt. So the earth shock macro that I'm using, volcanic potion uses my gloves, then it does elemental mastery. I'm also using a cast sequence, so if I get into trouble and I have to stick and move, and I can't just stand there and Spirit Walker's Grace is down, and I can't use a lightning chain lightning, I will just Earth Shock, and then once Earth Shock is done, I will Fire Nova. Fire Nova doesn't do a lot of damage, but I mean, if you can't even turn that way, Fire Nova will still go off and do a bit of damage. It's neither here nor there. I barely use it, but it's nice to have an option for that, since nobody uses Fire Nova anyways. So the next thing I am doing is showing you my Chain Lightning. Any target like Valiona and Thuralian Heroic, you want to be using Chain Lightning. And it does approx more stacks of your lightning shield, so you get more earth shocks. Also does more damage than lightning bolt, so if you're spamming it real hard, the chain lightning does a lot of damage if you have the mana for it. I currently have the mana for it because I am spell hit capped with spirit. You want a spell hit cap with spirit. You don't want any hit rating. You want a spell hit cap with spirit. So your spell hit cap should be 17%, or whatever it says. When your spell gets to 0 and everything, that's when you should stop on the spirit. You can start transferring spirit over to something else and reforging it once you've made the 17, but you need the 17 no matter what. You want power torrent on your weapon. I use power torrent. Some people don't. I don't know. It's whatever. What else? So I got my gloves here. That's a 1-minute cooldown. One thing I can note as well is that I have a thunderstorm. You want to be using that to get your mana back. It helps a little bit, especially if you can hit something with it, because it gives procs back to your lightning shield. Also, magma totem. Let's go over that macro. Oh, let's do chain lightning first. Chain lightning first. So chain lightning, it just pops everything, and Spirit Walker's Grace, because as soon as you're starting to chain lightning, there's always going to be something that you want to start moving from. So you basically just want to pop it preemptively with your chain lightning so that you can get into position. I just always keep it with chain lightning, and like if I get into trouble, I'm always able to move, even though I'm trying to AoE something. So that really helps. So volcanic potion, elemental mastery, Spirit Walker's Grace, gloves, and then chain lightning. Okay, so that's my chain lightning. You want, after your elemental totem goes down after 2 minutes or whatever, you want to put up searing, or you want to put up magma totem. If there's more than one target, you want to put down magma totem, but that's only if you can get there. Otherwise, if it's spread out fight, I just want to use Searing Totem. I always start off the fight with Flame Tongue. So let's just go over totems right now. So I use Stone Skin Totem because usually it's going to be there's going to be a DK in the party. More than likely, there's 99% chance that there's one DK in the group, and they're going to be putting up horns. So you might as well just put up Stone Skin. Then I put Flame Tongue, Healing Stream, Wrath of Air, and then I'll go over my spec and talents. So I go full damage spec, balls to the walls. I don't put anything into the damage reduction from restoration like it says online. Just say screw that. Put everything into totemic reach, all this blah blah blah. We don't use earthquake for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I don't know why they give us something on the end of the tree we don't even use, but whatever. So glyphs, unleash lightning, lightning bolt, lava burst, thunder, lightning shield, healing stream, and then for the miners, Arctic Wolf, Thunderstorm, and Reincarnate Life, just for a little bit of extra mana, just in case. Okay, so now it is time. Okay, so the big thing to remember here is your buffs. You want to always have a flask on. And you always want to use some sort of food with the 90 intellect for Cata Classic. And your pots are volcanic potions. Your pots are volcanic potions. You want to be pre-potting with these, and then you want to use them once again a minute into the fight, if you've pre-potted correctly. And so those are your tertiary buffs. Your primary buffs are your lightning shield and your flame tongue weapon. So it's always having where is it? What's going on here? Yeah, flame tongue up. So you want flame tongue on your weapon. You want to make sure you have your lightning shield and your 2 buffs from your food in flask. So the first thing to do in a fight is to always put your totems down. And we're going to be doing a demonstration of how to do it from Lust. So call elements. And we're going to do a mock pull down, or pull timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we'll stop her there. Alright, chill out, little totem. Okay. Let's see the results of that one. So not bad. 26.7 over 3 minutes some. I mean, it probably would have ended up 28, 29 if I had stopped and it just stopped the timer, but whatever. So yeah, the went really well. Let's check out what my main damage was. Lava bolt, sorry, lightning bolt, lava burst, greater fire elemental. Came in third. He was up for 2/3 of the fight. So I mean, if he was, he'd be right around here if he was, still up the entire fight. So that's not bad. Fulmination kicks some ass. What's that? My air shock must be. Ooh, it did. Yeah, it does high damage. Flame shock did the ticks. Yeah, so pretty good. Searing bolt. Earth shock itself did. Not very much. It's more of an AoE thing. It does slightly more than a lightning bolt. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so yeah, but that is the rotation right there. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I am Grappler Andrew, Super Mr. Amazing Pants on YouTube. Thanks for watching.